Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do something a little bit different but still highly requested. Requested. I don't know why, but is what it is. But anyway, so I'm gonna do a get ready with me because I have so much to tell you guys and I have so much to open up about. And I just feel like on Instagram you can't really do that, and on YouTube, my YouTube fam, you guys are like, you're my rock, you're my familia. So I thought I would just share what's actually going on in my life with this really yellow camera frame because we're just working with what we've got. So I prepped my skin using SPF 30. It's an absolute must, especially because I'm on Accutane right now for my acne and for my juicy lips. Carmex is my ride or die. My lips are really dry. I've said this in every single video, but literally, look at that. Ooh, but look at the skin. Look at that. That's all scarring, but oh, finally after 6 months, it's like clearing up. I'm gonna go through a couple of questions. So I asked you guys to ask me some questions. I'm gonna answer them in this video whilst I get ready. So the first one is from Haley Peets. How long do you work out for? How much time do you spend on cardio? So my workouts have shifted a lot and it has changed. I used to be a Cardi no kind of girl, not Cardi B no kind of girl. We love a bit of Cardi, but I used to just hate cardio. It used to be the bane of my life. But then literally this year, I have started to absolutely love doing cardio in the morning, a bit of list, 30 minutes. It helps me clear my mind. I have a lot going on right now and I don't have any time to actually be in my thoughts and in my space because I'm always on the go and I'm always making sure everyone else is okay, and then I forget to actually make sure I'm okay, and then you just end up crashing and burning. So having that 30 minutes in the morning to just focus on me has really helped. I do cardio 3 to 4 times a week for 30 minutes and then I also do 5 training sessions a week and I divide them into sectors. So I have my 2 lower body days, 2 upper body days, and maybe a circuit in the middle of that. So I'm going into foundation. I'm using NARS and this is the medium for Barcelona and it's all day luminous lightweight. So yeah, that's been a major shift in how I train and how I work out. I think it's really important to keep consistent. A lot of people get bored with their workouts, which is understandable, but consistency is key. But switch it up once in a while. So try something different, try something new. If you don't like it, go back to it. The only bad workout you've ever had is the one you never went to or never did. Always remember that. And also another thing, because I'm traveling so much, like I'm in another country as we speak, I'm literally always doing quick full body workouts and they're working really effectively for me. Okay, moving on to the next question. This is from Abby GXILS. Jiggles? Jiggle. Being a public figure in female fitness, do you ever get weird and creepy messages? To be fair, my audience on Instagram and YouTube, well, on Instagram is 80% women. I'm not sure what it is on YouTube. I've actually never checked it. But it's really high female based on Instagram. So I don't get as many weird stuff and messages. And I'm kind of lucky for that because I see sometimes men comment weird stuff all the time and I'm like, oh my God. So I'm just adding some concealer under my eyes. This is the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpt Concealer in light beige. So I'm just putting it under my eyes. I don't like to do like heavy contouring, says the girl that's literally just painted her soul, but oh well. So I'm just gonna blend that in. Because now I don't have as many spots as I used to, I like to just try and cover as many scars as possible, but I am gonna do laser. I don't know if you guys have ever done like anything to get rid of your scars. If you have, let me know down below. I do use a little bit of bio oil, but honestly, I need the strong stuff. The strong stuff needs to come out. Look how much that brightened your under eye. This concealer's insane. There's 2 concealers I absolutely cannot live without, and that is the Born This Way by Too Faced and also Tarte Shape Tape. Tarte Shape Tape just it's transformed my life. Whenever I just want to like dot a bit of concealer on my scars or spots, it's just the best concealer, and for under eye as well. The next question is from M.SBAHS, and her question was, how do you manage a business, fitness, family life? Krissy, Cela! She literally put Cela. So I get literally so daily questions on this, and I don't sleep. I stress all the time, and that is what running a business entails. If you are going to take the risk to run your own business, it is not going to be easy. There's going to be so many hurdles along the way. There's going to be so many tears. You're going to feel like you're constantly messing up. You're going to feel like you're constantly doing the wrong thing. But you should never, ever forget why you started your business and what your initial and focus and your vision is. You literally have to be tunnel vision whenever you are pursuing your own business. The reason being is because there's going to be maybe some negative opinions you don't really need, but you should never be offended by that, because when someone gives you any feedback, whether that's positive or negative, you have to really, I mean, there's ways of looking at it, right? If someone gives you any feedback on your business, you really shouldn't take offense to it. You really should take it on board, analyze it, see whether it's the right thing to do, or maybe you need to change a couple of things around your business, or maybe improve a couple of things. But if someone's just being really rude and unkind, that's different, and yeah, you should defend yourself. But if someone's giving you an opinion, constructive, positive, not very nice, take it differently. Don't just respond with anger all the time. But there are some people on the internet that are not preferably very nice, let's be honest. So just try and avoid using as much anger as possible. It's energy that you don't need to invest in people you don't really know. So always remember that. Right, under my eyes, I'm just setting with some Airbrush Flawless by Charlotte Tilbury. Just popping that under my eyes. Look how much that mattifies, and like, it literally gives you such an airbrushed finish. I love it. I love it. Also, when it comes to tone and sculpt, it's something that I believe in, and you guys know this. I don't need to tell you how much I believe in tone and sculpt and what it stands for and why we started it. But it's also incredibly scary to think that at the beginning of the year, it was genuinely me and Jack running everything, and now we have a total of 8 employees and an office in the space of 6 months, and it's the most petrifying thing I've ever had to do in my life, because you are taking responsibility for these people to pay their mortgages, to buy food, and that means it's your business that's operating, and you have to make sure that you are able to pay these people's salaries and pay them what they deserve to be paid, because they work so hard, and the tone and sculpt team forever impress me, motivate me, and they believe in the product and have such a passion for it. So no matter how amazing they are at their job, if they lack passion for the business that they work for, then I don't really want that person on my team. I would honestly rather you learn along the way with me, but still have such a big passion for the company that you work for and truly believe in it. And that's honestly all that matters to me. So all the people that work for Tone and Sculpt really, really believe in the business and really believe in the product. So I'm really blessed to have found them. I really am. So they're gonna be like, my boss is going soft. I'm not soft, I'm a bad bitch. A bad bitch. Okay. So I'm just putting some bronzer on my forehead. Bronzer in my forehead up because it's so big. So in regards to Jack, obviously you guys know that Jack really doesn't like being on camera. He's never really felt comfortable being on camera. He likes to keep his life pretty personal and private, which I respect. I mean, yeah, I do wish that he was on camera a little bit more, because he is so funny. He genuinely is so funny, and he makes me laugh, and he's so unbelievably smart, and he works so hard, and I wish that I could show you how hard he works. This guy, honestly, he works, I would say he gets up at about 7 a.m. and he works till 12 a.m., 1 a.m. in the morning, just working, reading, researching, finding out new things, making the business bigger and better, because we both work for Tone and Sculpt. We're both co-founders of Tone and Sculpt. And without him, I would never, ever in a million years be pushed to do and have done what we have done together. He is my rock. He genuinely is. And I do wish he was on camera much, much more. But like I said, I have to respect his decision. I have to respect his privacy. And hopefully one day he'll feel a little bit more comfortable to be on YouTube a little bit more. But also in regards to how I managed to keep my relationship with Jack, over the years it has got harder, and that's just me being completely honest and transparent with you. My love for him has only grown and become so much stronger, but it's got harder in the sense of we just don't have any time to spend with each other. And that's why I booked the trip to Barcelona, because I wanted to just get away, not really talk about work, and just focus on me and him. And we had the most incredible time just being together and in each other's space. And because we work together, it becomes a lot. It becomes a bit much because we bicker and we argue all the time over work, because he has an opinion and I have an opinion, but also we balance each other out because he's very logical, whereas I'm very emotional. So he's like, you need to just pull those emotions out, think logically, and that's what the decision will be made. So yeah, it is hard, but we get it done, and we believe and love each other, and we believe in the business so much. So you got to make it work, and you got to find that balance, and you never give up. No matter how hard something is, you don't give up. I'm not just gonna give up on him because we've had a difficult week or a difficult month. You work through things together, and you push through the hard times together. Given if you don't love someone, that's different, but I love him so, so much that I will work towards anything with him and work with him to make things better. So it's all about just doing it together, you know? Wow, we got a bit emotional. What's the most embarrassing thing you've done in front of Jack? And that's from Alicia Burke. So, girl, I pissed myself the other day in front of him. He made me laugh so much. I just wet myself. I can't help it. Like, when I laugh so much, Holly knows this, I pee a little bit. When I laugh, like, I'm talking about when you can't even get, like, the laugh out, when you're like, you know that laugh? I laugh like that, and I can't help it. It's so ugly, that laugh. And I made the most ugliest faces, and I just pissed. I literally just wet myself. And he was like, ah! Oh my God, and I was like, I'm sorry, I don't know what to do. And he was like, Krissy! And I was like, Jack, just get the mop. And he was like, no mop is gonna save you. Oh, it was so embarrassing. And then literally the Buttons was like, what is going on? Because she's on her period now. She's just had her first period. So he was probably thinking, I'm dealing with women everywhere. I'm dealing with one woman on her period, one woman's pissing herself. I don't know what to do. I'm getting out of it. I'm leaving them both. So it was a bit embarrassing, but he ain't gonna leave me. I hope he doesn't leave me. But yeah, that's the most embarrassing thing I've done in front of Jack. The next question is from L. Langfield. Do you have investments? Now, I don't really like to talk about money. I think that's a very personal topic. A lot of people are very open about it, which is completely fine. But I do think that as much as I share like everything with you guys, but the one thing I think I just won't share that much on is money. But I will be transparent in the sense of what I've bought with my money and how I've made my money and that kind of jazz. So if you want a video on that, comment down below and let me know, and how I opened up my business and how I have another business launching very, very soon. So if you want to know about that, comment in the comments below. So before I go into it, I'm using this blush book from Tarte Cosmetics, and I'm using like a peachy and pinky tone mixed in together. I love blush. I've always loved blush. I've used it all my life. It makes you look really sun-kissed and glowy. So when me and Jack got together, the one thing I said to him is, look, I want to make sure that we're saving money. I was a waitress at the time. Jack was working a 9-to-5 office job, and we literally used to save about 20% of our income, and we used to put it into a combined saving together. And then when we had enough money, we bought a house. So we bought a house together. It's been a crazy journey, and I've been lucky because I am so young to buy a house. And I had a comment the other day saying like, oh my God, I can't believe you're 24. I feel so underachieved. It's like, no, you're not underachieved. I'm in a very, how do I put it? It's not lucky because honestly, I've worked my ass off to buy a house and to do these things. But I'm in a very different situation to the average Joe. Like, not everyone is in a position I'm in to grow these businesses. And that's just me being honest and transparent. But at the same time, I do think that no matter where you are in life or what your circumstances are in life, you should be saving your money. Whether that's £10 a month, whether that's £1 a day, that will accumulate. Get yourself a little piggy bank, put money in. Anything you can do, just put some money aside and start saving. Start it from today. I'm actually dead serious, because it will benefit you in the long run. I can assure you that, I can promise you that. So I do think it's really important. For my eyebrows, I'm using Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. I'm just gonna fill them in. So what I do with my brows, I don't have them microbladed, by the way. I brush them up, and then where the gaps are, just fill them in. I don't like to fill them in too much because I like to make them look really messy. And I'm naturally really dark, like I have dark features, that Albanian root in me. So my eyebrows are quite dark. Once I've filled them in, I'm just going to brush them up with some brow gel. This is from Morphe, but you can use any brow gel. The next question is from Charona Wilbert. Your thoughts on stretch marks? Now, it's crazy because when I asked people to ask me questions on anything they wanted, one of the reoccurring questions were, how do you get rid of stretch marks? How do you get rid of cellulite? Which, given it's people's insecurities, and I understand that completely, and with your insecurities, you always want to just remove them. But like, really? Do you not understand how fucking beautiful you are? Like, how incredible you are? How amazing you are? And you're gonna let something like a stretch mark consume your thoughts and your life? Every minute you spend investing your mind in negative thoughts, talking shit about yourself, making yourself feel bad, it's gonna distract you from your long-term goal. It's gonna distract you from becoming such a empowering person, because you're letting this negative bubble just consume you and consume your life. And you need to know right now that you are so incredible. You are so inspirational and you are so beautiful. So whether you have stretch marks, cellulite, a scar, a burn, a birthmark, whatever you have, so be it. Who cares? Like, embrace it. My mum has stretch marks all over her tummy, but that's because she gave birth to 2 children who she loves and cares about so much. So she's gonna embrace those stretch marks because she produced something incredible. No, take it, but she produced something that she loves and adores. I have stretch marks on my booty because I was lifting loads of weights and my bum just decided to get stretch marks, and that's a byproduct of me working hard. Or if you have stretch marks on your arms, I have some stretch marks on my boobs. Okay, like if they make you really insecure, then you can get treatments to maybe like laser remove them or whatever. But I'm telling you now that that's not even worth it, because that's normal, that you're a human being, that's part of you, that's part of who you are. It makes you unique. Those little pores, those little scars, everything, it makes you who you are. So please don't allow that to consume the bigger picture and to consume how incredible you truly are. So I just want to tell you that because I got a lot of comments on it, and honestly I just want to grab every single one person and just shake them and be like, you're so amazing, believe it, embrace it, do something with it. Life is bigger and better than a stretch mark. But I know, I get it, I know it's an insecurity. So I'm just gonna brush my eyebrows up, fluff them out a bit. Just like so. I like to have them quite fluffy. And then when I fluff them up, I can see when I have like little gaps. So then I go back and I just fill them in. For eyeshadow, I'm gonna use the Tartist from Tarte Pro to Go, sorry. And then I'm literally gonna use this brown color called Styling, and everyone's gonna hate me with the way I do my eyeshadow, but it just works for me. I literally just grab my finger, I press it in, and then I just sweep it over. I'm bad at eyeshadow, so I just like to use a really neutral brown and flick it through like that, and it just works for me. I like the look. I don't like my makeup being too perfect. A, because I can't get it perfect, and 2, I just have to work with what I'm capable of doing. So yeah. The next question is from Sarah Hoost. Are you going to move to LA? You have been there a lot this year. Okay, so I think I said in a YouTube video about 2 to 3 months ago that we're moving to LA, and that is still the plan. The only thing is we are going again to LA in August for the Tone and Sculpt, always and forever Tone and Sculpt LA event. Tickets haven't gone live yet, so I'll let you know more in the future. The London event is on 28th of July. All tickets were sold out, so I cannot wait for that event. It's honestly going to be massive. I'm just putting it out there. I don't think people are ready with what we have planned. But so we're going there again for 10 days in August to plan everything, sort everything out. And majority of my work is in LA. The Tone and Sculpt community is heavily based in the States. I mean, the percentage of women doing the Tone and Sculpt app in the States is really, really large. So that we definitely want to do something there and maybe set up a second office there. But at the same time, everything is moving really, really fast with Tone and Sculpt, and everything is growing faster than what we expected. Touch wood, that still stays the same, and everyone's just loving the product and believing in the product and believing in the journey. We've just been very honest and transparent with all our consumers and all our community, and that's how we're always gonna be. I've said this to every single one of the people that work at Tone and Sculpt. I said, always be honest, always be transparent, because it will just serve you better in the long run, and that's how you need to be in life. So because we're moving so fast right now, we need to be in London, and we need to set the groundwork in London before we can move to LA. Something really big is happening in January 2020 for Tone and Sculpt. I can't talk about it much now because everyone in the office would kill me, but something really, really big is coming. It's really, really big. It's big, it honestly is. Okay, so I'm just gonna curl my lashes. I'm using Benefit Roller Lash. I love this mascara for my lashes. So yeah, so for now, we're not gonna be moving to LA this year. So we do definitely wanna buy in LA. I'm not sure where to buy, so comment down below if you're from LA and let me know some nice areas. I'm not really into really busy vibes, because when I do have babies, hopefully I do, I don't really wanna take them to a hectic city. I'd rather be in like a more low-key area. So let me know in the comments below. So that is the plan for LA. Thought I would let you know, but it's definitely happening. Potentially next year, we definitely want to buy. So, all my LA girlies, who's in for a beach workout every Sunday with Krissy? That'd be amazing, oh my God. So moving on to my lips, I use 2. I use Kylie Cosmetics Coconut Lip Liner, and then the Huda Beauty. This is in Venus, and I love these shades so much, so I just combine them together. And then on top of that, you already know my Fenty lip gloss. Oh, it's my ride or die. So that is what I'm gonna do for my lips, and then finish off with a little bit of highlighter, and that is me done. Whilst I do my lips, I just want to talk briefly about also another question that kept coming up, and that's got to do with anxiety and kind of like mental health. And this video is probably going to be really long, but I just really want to address this. Now, I don't really speak much about anxiety on my social media, because I want this place to be a really uplifting, positive place. And there's nothing wrong with speaking about anxiety. You should never be ashamed of having it. You should never be ashamed of speaking about it. The more you speak about it, the better, and the more awareness is raised. So if you are, I'm proud of you. Me personally, because I found myself definitely over the year feeling more and more anxious, whether that's because I'm maybe stressed or overworked or doing a lot of things at once. I don't know what it is, but I do have a little bit more anxiety than I ever used to. And I don't know when it comes. Like, how do I put this? Like, it randomly comes. It just randomly happens, and it just randomly occurs, and I'm like, wait, I didn't expect you to happen today. And it's not bad. It's not as bad as most people have them. And I know a lot of people who have it really, really bad. But I have found myself finding it a little bit more difficult under certain situations. And I also think it's because I don't speak about it enough. I want you to feel really comfortable really safe to speak about it, to speak about any issues you have going on up here, any issues that may be consuming you. Please find someone that you trust and you love to speak to you. And whether that means you just popping me a DM, and I'm so sorry, I get so many DMs that I try and reply to all of them, and it's just like, once I reply, another 100 come up. So even if I don't reply, vent it out, write it all down. Just do something to let it out. And always remember that it's a phase, you will overcome it. You are more strong, you are more powerful than what's going on right now. And you may not believe it right now, but I promise you it's gonna get better. So whenever anyone tells you, what do you have anxious to be about? Or why do you have any problems? You have so many things going on in your life, or you have so many things to be thankful for. Like, who are they to tell you what you can and cannot feel? That's not right. So if someone is telling you that, tell them thank you very much, but I need someone to listen to me and understand what I'm going through and understand what is happening in my brain right now. So don't feel guilty for having these feelings. Don't feel guilty for feeling this way. It's fine. We will overcome it together. We are more stronger and powerful as a team and together. Always remember that. So I really wanted to touch on that because I had a lot of girls message me about this, and I think it's a topic that should be spoken about way, way more than it does. And I think that it shouldn't be an awkward subject to speak about. If you are going through something, let's talk. Let's communicate. Let's air it out. Let's actually talk about our problems as opposed to just hiding them, because society tells us that we should always be positive and always be happy. Yeah, we should, but when the shit's going down, like, you're not always going to feel positive. You're not always going to feel happy. For God's sake, every day is not a rainbow day. Sometimes it's going to be difficult, and that's more than okay, but you're strong and you will overcome it, and I promise you that. So just wanted to tell you that. And then to finish off, just some Fenty Beauty highlighter, and this is in the colour, I want to use the Hustler Baby. Ooh, I'm a hustler baby, you already know. On my nose, on the bridge, on the cheekbone. I love this highlight, look at it. Okay guys, that is it. This is the finished look. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. I truly hope you enjoyed this video and you got to know your galley a little bit better. I'm so unbelievably excited for our first toner sculpt event in London. I cannot wait to share with you the behind the scenes, absolutely everything, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and following your girl on Instagram, and comment down below for any future videos you'd like to see. Remember that I love you always and forever. Love you.